Hello everybody and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Today, I'll be showing you the best places and the best routes for you to farm wood needed to build furniture in the new Genshin Impact housing system. Before I go on this video, I just want to point out that some of the routes that I use are also routes that a few other YouTubers also recommend. And I think this just shows how effective the route is in farming that specific type of wood. With that out of the way, let's get on with this video. Now, let me explain how the farming will be done. Basically, we'll be picking a small area for us to work in, and we'll be hitting the trees to get their wood. Each tree spawns 3 wood, no matter what the type. And do note that the wood doesn't spawn every day. It doesn't reset every day. It resets after every minute or so. Basically, if you hit a tree and you get its wood, come back a minute later and you can hit the tree again and it will give you the same amount of wood. A side note, when we hit the trees, we want to try to stagger our attacks a little bit. This is because the wood spawns at a kind of tick rate, and some of our attacks kind of hit twice in one tick. So we'll be staggering our attacks just so that we can get 1 wood per hit. The first type of wood that I'll be covering will be the Pinewood. You can find Pinewood in the City of Freedom Mondstadt itself. Go ahead and teleport to the waypoint nearest to the alchemy table and jump down this ledge. You can notice that these little tree-like things, well, these are pine trees. Go ahead and strike them, and we'll basically strike all the pine trees in this layer first. Try to stagger your attacks, like what I'm doing right now. Once we're done with this layer, we'll go ahead, climb, and run towards where Glory is. These 2 pine trees, strike them as well, and they'll give you Pinewood. Once you're done with them, go ahead and walk over to this direction. Here you'll find 4 more pine trees. Once you're done hitting all 4 of these pine trees, this is basically 1 lap of our farming route. Once you're done with this, go ahead and jump down the ledge again and go back to our first tree. By the time we're done hitting all the trees in the second layer, we can come back here and the first tree has already reset its wood. We can basically loop this route for as long as we need to until we get the required amount of pine wood that we need. The next type of wood that we're going to talk about is the Fragrant Cedar Wood. Go ahead and teleport to this waypoint and head towards Whispering Woods. So once we're at Whispering Woods, go ahead and strike the trees here. All the trees here drop Fragrant Cedar Wood, so you wouldn't have to worry about which trees you're hitting. In the vicinity of this area, there's actually a lot more of these trees, but I'll be keeping to the trees nearest to the main road, just so that I can make it easy for myself and just so that I don't have to walk around and strike all the trees in this area. Once you've reached this area with that tree in front of you, go ahead and turn left and come towards this tree. Start hitting the trees and make your way back towards where we started. As always, we will try to keep towards the main road. As you can see, we've now returned to where we first started. So, if we were to go back and hit the first tree that we hit when we first came here, we'll see that it still drops wood. We can basically do this as many times as we want until we reach the desired amount of wood that we want. The next type of wood that we'll be covering is the Cuihua Wood. The Cuihua Wood can be obtained from any fruit trees. Here, we'll be going to the Dalpa Gorge. There's plenty of fruit trees here, and conveniently, they are arranged in a circular pattern. Up now on the screen is a map with pins on where each and every fruit tree is in the Dalpa Gorge. If you don't have enough pins to use, you can always just not collect the fruits that drop after hitting the tree. Once you're done hitting all of the trees, come back to where you started, and as always, the first tree should drop wood again. Next, it will be the Fir Wood. The Fir Wood will also be found in the Dalpa Gorge, except this time we'll be taking a different route. First, hit all the trees surrounding the waypoint in the Dalpa Gorge. These trees drop the Fir Wood. Once you're done with these trees, head north. The trees along the path are all trees that drop the Fir Wood. When you've reached this location, turn right and head straight towards the edge, right here. From here, we'll be hitting the trees in a circular pattern. Once you're done with the trees up here, jump down. And you'll soon notice that you'll be back at the waypoint, and the trees here will have reset. Next, bamboo. Bamboo can be found in Liyue at this teleport waypoint. Go ahead and teleport right to that location and walk straight from that teleport waypoint. You'll notice that there's a lot of bamboo in this area, and this is basically where you'll be getting all your bamboo segments. Now, since there's a lot of bamboo here, it'd be very troublesome for me to just run full length of the bamboo spawn area. So I've decided to take a small area of the bamboo area and basically farm in a circular pattern once again in that small area. Now, once you've reached this part, go ahead and turn right, and we're gonna make a U-turn and go back to where we first started. As you can see, we're now back to where we first started, and if we were to hit the first bamboo that we hit when we first started, yep, there we go, we have bamboo segments. Now all you have to do is just loop this until you get the desired amount of bamboo that you need. Last but not least, the Sandbearer Wood. Sandbearer Wood can be found practically anywhere in the Liyue. However, I will be going for greedy plates. The Sandbearer Wood can be obtained from these trees. They have yellow leaves, and basically they look like any other normal tree, except they have yellow leaves. Now you have to be careful because some of the trees here are actually fake. For example, this one. If you try to hit it, nothing comes out. The general rule of thumb is that the trees that have thicker barks, or thicker barks, are usually the fake trees. So we try to avoid those. Now there's usually a cryo mage over here, but I've already killed it. So I'd recommend you to kill the abyss mage before you start farming wood in this area because it can be very annoying. However, if you would like the challenge, you are more than welcome to leave the mage alive and, well, dodge all his attacks if you can. You can also choose to kill the hilichurls over there. However, they are less annoying than a cryo abyss mage in a water area, so I just tend to ignore them. So after that round, you'll be back to the first tree that you hit, which is this one, and you can see that we get Sandbearer bark back. Alright, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions or if you have any feedback for me, do drop it down below in the comments. And with that said, thank you for watching. This is Ryu, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day.